video is sponsored by the National Pork Board. Did you know that there's millions of people out there that think the earth is flat? Forget about those goofballs. Did you know there's millions of people out there that don't know how to get the most out of a boneless pork loin? Luckily for you, this is epic meal time. AKA the pork posse, the bosses of boar, AKA the sultans of swine. We just picked up a whole boneless pork loin at Costco, and we're here today to show you how to get the most out of a boneless pork loin. Let's get it!
So the first cut of meat that we operated on was the sirloin roast for R2. And now we're gonna get into the more detailed cut, the chops.
All right, so right now Amir is cutting up the loin chops. Typically a bit of a tougher cut, though you wanna make sure not to overcook that for sure. And you wanna go fairly thick on these guys, not too thin.
Yeah, about an inch.
You want them to have some substance.
Prime rib cut, got a bit of marbling inside. That's good for fat and juiciness. Also, you'll notice you got the strip of fat on the back. Definitely good indication.
So now you're moving on to the center cut, which is the New York chop, which is essentially the equivalent of a New York strip.
Now you'll notice between the cuts of meat, the prime rib and the New York feels more tender. Just bite into it with your teeth like butter.
So now Amir's moved on to the ribeye, which is gonna be our final cut. And the ribeye, like the New York, is the equivalent to the ribeye in steak. Not as lean as the other cuts, but definitely more juicy and more flavorful.
Tacos are perfect on Taco Tuesday. And every day could be Taco Tuesday if you want to bow down to the taco god. We're taking these ribeye chops to make some ribeye chop tacos. You know, we went the extra mile. We made a custom taco salad. And we made our custom taco slaw. Every day is Taco Tuesday at this house, baby. Don't you want to be our friend? We got the sirloin roast, and we're going to use it to make an extra epic pork stew. An extra hearty pork stew. And your boy Harley, he likes it hearty. That's what they called me in high school. They called me Hardy. Harley likes to party.
No, they never called you that in high school.
They didn't do that. They didn't call me that in high school. That was a lie. But you know what's not a lie? That this epic pork stew is going down right now. And we got so much pork on the plate that I think it's time we broaden our horizons. It's time?
Time to bring polenta to the equation.
No.
Yep.
For the first time ever.
You've never seen it before on Epic Mealtime except now.
We're cooking polenta on Epic Mealtime.
It's a big deal. I can't handle it.
Prime rib is a holiday special, so maybe the garbage side of your family's coming over for the holidays and you want to flex on them suckers, show them that you hold it down in the culinary game. You want an epic pork prime rib right now, holiday special style, starker! I'm talking about a custom baked potato. I'm talking about custom stuffing. This is how we do it. We do it this way. You want to do it your way, do it your way. You can customize this recipe, this creation, or you can just do it entirely your own way. No matter what, just make sure you invite Epic Mealtime over for the holidays, boy, because we want a taste of that. Raindrop, drop top. I'm talking about the New York pork chop. New York pork chop, New Pork City. I say we take the New York aspect of the New York pork chop and take it very seriously. Parmesan, garlic, Italian seasoning, pizza toppings. Let's take it to the next level, boy. I want this creation to be so crazy. If you brought it to a potluck, they'd be like, damn, something's wrong with that guy. And then they'd eat all of it. You know, it's a major misconception that pork needs to be cooked until the juices run clear and the meat is white. That's wrong. An internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit with a blush pink inside is ideal. Don't overcook your pork. And this is USDA, FDA standards, boy. Made all of these creations out of a single boneless pork loin. I know what you're thinking. This is epic mealtime. Everything's got to be epic, and maybe a single taco isn't epic to you, but let me explain something. This all came from one hunk of meat, baby. One hunk of meat birthing all this. That's epic. Pull up a chair and let's get into this right now, baby. I want to taste it.